Hello and welcome to Tantrum House Studio D. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Katie, and today we're going to take a look at By Order of the Queen by Junk Spirit Games.
By Order of the Queen is a cooperative game for 2 to 4 players by David Gerard with amazing art by Justin Hillgrove.
Players take on the role of guild masters over one of the many adventuring guilds of the land of Tessendor.
The goal of the game is to work together to complete 3 of the Queen's orders and save Tessendor from the growing threat of monsters.
To do this, each turn, a player has 7 adventurer cards in their hand that they choose 4 of to be in their party and to take one of 4 actions: questing, fulfilling the Queen's order, fighting against the Horde, or fighting against the Nemesis.
When questing, players draw 2 quest cards and choose one, then they draw the location indicated. Each location has both an initial test and then a secondary test depending on the outcome of the first, that you roll against with a number of dice based on the number of matching symbols you have on your adventurers. And then you succeed on the test on 5s and 6s.
After reaping the location's rewards and penalties, you add that location to the quest and end your turn. If you're able to pass all the quest requirements, you can turn it in and take its reward.
When fulfilling the Queen's order, you resolve a location card as depicted on the order again, with the change that all successes against the location's tests give a success token to the order, and you also test against the symbol on the order itself as well. When the Queen's order has amassed 8 successes, it is complete and also gives a reward.
The third action is fighting the Horde. Instead of matching symbols, players want a party of 4 adventurers of different classes. They roll 1 dice for each unique class in their party and place a success token on each die symbol that they equal or exceed. Then, when all the monsters have their dice covered, they are then beaten and taken as a trophy by that player. If any monsters remain, the party has to retire one of its adventurers.
The final type of action is fighting the Nemesis. A Nemesis is a bigger monster that sometimes comes out, and it prevents you from fulfilling the Queen's order until you defeat it. Players fight it like normal monster combat, but must retire an adventurer for each one that they roll on their dice.
Players must work quickly to fulfill the Queen's orders, because after every 4 turns there's an event phase, and right before an event card is drawn, Tessendor loses villagers, loses regions, and retires heroes, and spawns new monsters based on how many monsters remain from the previous round and how much threat has been built up. If the players ever run out of villagers, regions, or heroes, they lose the game.
So that's just a brief look at By Order of the Queen. Although the mechanic of this game is fairly simple to play, it is very challenging. But there's some easy variations you can do in the back of the book, and even some more challenging things you can do once you get the grasp of how to play. So definitely check that out as well.
So this may be a fairly simple game, but it is packed full of amazing art and lore, so that if you want to hear the background of Tessendor, where this game is set, you can check that out with this cool coloring book that was included. So much fun. I'm going to color this, and it's pretty exciting.
Be sure to check out By Order of the Queen from Junk Spirit Games.